Everyone here today. Is anyone chronically ill or injured? If you are, just type it in the chat box just so I know you're out there and I can cue exactly to you. So if you are chronically ill or injured, just type yes in the chat box. If you don't know where the chat is, if you hover your mouse, you'll see a little button that says chat and you can go in there. All right, so we're going to begin seated today. If you have a cushion or a bolster or a pillow, it's really helpful to sit on top of that. As we go through class, if you need anything, you can type directly into the chat box, okay? You can also unmute yourself and just ask any questions out loud as well. I'm gonna turn the music up just a little bit. If you ever can't hear me, again, just unmute yourself or type in the chat box and we will go from there. So because this is a beginner's class, I wanna make sure that I acknowledge however you're feeling today is perfectly. Sit nice and tall and sit comfortably. You don't have to sit how I'm sitting. You can have your legs extended, you can bend the knees, whatever feels really appropriate to you. But sit comfortably and let your shoulders come down out of your ears. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead, and relax the muscles of your face, under the eyes, your lips, your jaw. Just let everything begin to soften. Good morning, Liz. So start to really let your body sink into this moment, allowing your breath to become more of a focus, letting the sensation you created in your face, that relaxation sensation, begin to drift down into your throat, down into your shoulders, letting the shoulders relax a little bit more. Down your chest, lightening up your chest. Down your arms. Johnny, you might have to check your settings. Down your belly, relaxing your belly. We've been holding a lot of stress. So I want you to imagine that the stress you've been feeling is a big knot, almost like a big rope that's been tied into a knot. Take a deep breath in. So you're starting to push some air out into the belly, expanding the chest and belly forward. And exhale, start to draw your belly in. Now with every inhale, I want you to feel that knot starting to get a little stiffer, almost like it's being pulled apart. And as you exhale, imagine the knot unwinding, loosening, relaxing. So inhale, you get this nice almost tension of the knot, like it's pulling apart. And exhale, it starts to release even further. Let's continue. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, the knot begins to unwind. On this last one, if you're not already, exhale out the mouth. So deep breath in through your nose, filling it up. Open mouth, audible exhale. Now that that knot has softened quite a bit, start to move that sense of calm and relaxation into your hips. Your hips, your second chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, is your money chakra. So for those of you feeling any sort of scarcity right now, it's so important to relax your hips, to allow that energy force to calm itself down. Then move your awareness into your legs, relaxing the legs all the way down through your knees, down your calves, into your ankles and your toes. Now place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. As you inhale, feel your belly and chest begin to expand again. And as you exhale, feel them fall. Eyes are closed or gaze is soft. Inhale. Exhale. Every inhale, feel your chest and belly lift. Feel that expansive energy. With every exhale, feel yourself calming down even more. Inhale. Exhale. It's becoming more and more present. Inhale here and now. Exhale, tension and worry floats away. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. One more, my friends. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then very gently float your hands down to your knees and blink your eyes open. Let's begin. Bring your legs out in front. So you're seated on a cushion, like a couch cushion works really well, or on the ground itself. If you have lower back pain, I highly suggest you lift your hips up high on a cushion or bolster. Hands come beside you or even gently behind. And just start to windshield wiper the knees very slowly from side to side. What you're doing is you're stretching the IT band. That's a nice long tendon that goes from your hip all the way down into the ankle. Now, it's very likely that most of the people on this call today are sitting more than they're standing these days. It's kind of part of working from home if you're working from home, or just being at home more. So what we're doing is opening up the legs, helping to prevent sciatica, and to release any tension that's been built up. So if you get leg cramps at night, or if you have any just residual tension in the legs, this is really great for you to do. Just a little windshield wiper side to side. Now let's do this one more time, side to side. And then hold it on to the left side. So both knees over to the left. Make sure your right hip stays down. Drop your head back and begin to rock your neck side to side. Massaging the neck. Opening up your throat. Reversing that cell phone curve we're all creating, just being on our cell phones and our computers. So we're opening up our throat. Vishuddhi chakra is what it's called. And it centers around our right to speak and hear the truth. So the more you open your throat, the more your truth comes out. Now bring your right ear down. Keep the knees over on the left, but tuck your chin down to your collarbone. So you're going to get a stretch more on the outside of your throat and neck now. Relax the shoulders down. So even though we're stretching the neck, we're keeping our shoulders soft. And let's take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in. Out the mouth, exhale. 2 more. In. And out. 1 more. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Now lift your head back to center, please. And drop your knees over to the right this time. Head comes back and begin to rock your neck once again. So making sure that whatever we do to one side of the body, we always do to the opposite. So we're evening out our body. You naturally store tension more on one side of the body than the next. If you're right-handed, you typically have more tension on the right side of your body. If you're left-handed, you typically store more tension on the left. Now bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and this time bring your chin down towards your left collarbone. Remember, keep the shoulders soft down out of your ears. I love earrings, but your shoulders make the worst kind. So really stretching the outer tendon on the jaw. If you have TMJ, it's really beneficial just to open your mouth a little bit. So you're relaxing the joint, the jaw joint that goes all the way up by the ear. 2 more breaths. In and out. 1 more breath. In and out. Beautiful. Gently bring your head back to center, knees back to center, and butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come to touch, knees drop out to the side. Now yours might look a little more like this, and that's okay. You can even separate the feet to give the pelvic bowl a little more room. For those of you who have the feet touching, just allow gravity to do the work for you. There's no need to press or pull. Gravity's gonna help us enough, so use it to your advantage. As you exhale, start to bring your chest forward and relax your head down. A really helpful tip for those of you who have a lot of control issues, right here, flip your palms facing up as you come forward. This will prevent you from pressing into your hands. You're surrendering into the control of gravity. This is trying to manipulate the pose yourself. So just breathing deeply, letting your head and neck act as a weight pulling you forward, and letting your hips open very gently. We're gonna hold here for about 5 breaths before we transition. Deep inhale through your nose, deeper exhale out the mouth. So that's a little yoga tip. You always want to try to make your exhale a little longer than your inhale. The inhale will take care of itself. That's physics. It goes from a high volume pressure naturally into a low volume pressure. So if you can empty your lungs and create that low volume pressure in the lungs, then naturally the inhale will go from the high pressure volume outside of your body and flow deeper into the lungs. 1 more breath cycle here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, make that exhale a little longer. And inhale, gently come up. Close your knees like you're closing 2 bookends together, and let's transition to tabletop, hands and knees. So take your time. Place all of your props, your towel or strap, your cushion off to the side, and just come to hands and knees. If you have any sort of wrist injury, you can come down onto your forearm, so that way there's no pressure in your hands. Otherwise, your hands are down. So wrist injuries, forearms, everyone else, hands are down. Low back injuries, bring your knees a little wider. This will help to soften the low back, the sacral spine, and give your low back a little more room to breathe. Gazes down to start. Let's begin just with our tailbone. As you exhale, remember we're making the exhale longer, curl your tailbone underneath you. So just the low back is moving here. Wrap your bottom ribs in towards one another. Pull your belly button towards the sky. Now, as you inhale, flip your tailbone up. Let your ribs and belly button come down. So we're just focusing on the low back to start. Exhale, round your tailbone underneath you. Pull your belly button up to the sky. And inhale, belly comes down. Tailbone flips up. We're gonna do about 5 more, just like that. Lower back only, rounding the tailbone under, pulling up. This is great if you have a seated job right now. Inhaling, the tailbone comes up, because you're just helping to create synovial fluid in the joints. Exhale, the tail comes under. And inhale, the tailbone comes up. So synovial fluid is like putting oil in your car. It just helps things flow really nicely. So you're just creating that same situation in your body. You're lubricating your joints. Now on this next one, we're gonna take this into the thoracic spine, into the middle back. As you exhale, begin to curl the tailbone under. The belly lifts up, but now you're gonna dome your upper back and middle back like a scared Halloween cat. Your head stays neutral. Inhale, head stays neutral. Follow your tailbone. Belly comes down, middle spine comes down, and shoulders pull back. So now you're stretching the collarbones, your chest muscles, and the upper back. Exhale, round the upper back, tailbone comes under. Inhale, tailbone flips up, chest comes forward, and squeeze the trapezius muscles, the shoulder blades and the muscles around them together. Exhale, beginning to round, curling the belly in, the tailbone under. One more, inhale, belly drops, chest comes forward. Spread your fingers wide if they're not already. Your hands should look like big starfish. Now, exhale, let's add in the cervical spine, our neck, chin to chest, gaze up at your belly, curl the tailbone under, push the earth away. Inhale, tailbone flips up, belly comes down, chest pulls forward. This time your chin lifts off of your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, round your spine, nice big articulation of the spine here, pulling the belly button up and in. Inhale, lifting your chest, tailbone, and collarbones up. 2 more full spine rotations. Exhale, rounding your spine. And inhale, bringing everything forward and up. If you are, or someone you know is pregnant, really great thing for them to do every single day. 40 repetitions every day if you or a friend is pregnant. Center your body and just start to move side to side. So now we're getting into lateral movement, moving the ribs around, creating more space for our lungs. And right now it's so important, more than ever, to make sure our lungs have a really deep breathing capacity. We want to use them to their fullest potential. So you're pushing your hips to the right, leaning your shoulder and hip or shoulder to the left, and then switch it out, leaning your hips to the left, bringing your right shoulder to the right. 2 more each side. So pushing, inhaling, coming back to center. Remember, make those exhales a little longer. Other side, 1 more rotation. Back to center, to the right, back to center, and to the left, please. Beautiful. Now, if your wrists are hurting, stack your knuckles, one on top of the other. Exhale, send your left toes behind you. Extend through your heel, press through that heel. Get the calf stretch here. It feels really good to move the parts of your body that have gone ignored for some time. So the more you can curl your toes under and press through your heel, the deeper the stretch you'll get in the calf, behind the knee, and in your hamstring. So really focus on pushing back. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth out. Tension releases. Let's do the other leg. Left knee bends. Right leg extends back. Curl the toes under. Press back. You'll notice, I'll do it again slower. Hands are down. Press back into the right heel. Big stretch in the calf. If your wrists are hurting, remember, you can always come down to your forearms and do this on your forearms as well. So lots of options. I know a couple of you have chronic osteoarthritis, you have rheumatoid arthritis, or just general pain from the wrist. 1 more inhale breath. Now keep your right leg extended and exhale, lift it up off of the mat. Make sure your belly stays tight. So you're lifting your belly button up and keeping your hips squared. So if I had a teacup and put it on your lower back, it wouldn't fall. It would stay nice and still. Inhale, press through the heel. Now exhale, draw your knee into your chest. You can even point your toes. Bring your knee as far forward as your hips allow. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Press through the heel, just like we were before, but the toes stayed lifted this time. Exhale, point the toes, round your belly, bring your right knee in. Now, for those of you who are feeling really stable, you can reach your left fingers forward. This is the halfway point to leveling up. Exhale, your right knee comes in, and inhale, the right leg comes back. Layer 2, your left bicep is by your ear. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee comes forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Now check in with your right shoulder. Make sure you're not dumping in. You're nice and active in the right arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more. Whatever layer you're doing is exactly where you're supposed to be. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale, extend back. Last 2, my friends. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend back. 1 more. Exhale into your chest. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, tabletop. Child's pose. Knees come wide, stretch your arms in front of you, and relax your forehead down onto the mat. Now, as you're here, pull your shoulders back out of your ears, allowing yourself to sit a little deeper. The hips are nice and relaxed, your knees are wide, so even though it may not feel like it, you are actively stretching your hips, low back, calves, and thigh muscles. At the same time that's happening, your chest is stretching, your biceps are getting a stretch, your fingers are reaching forward, which means the back of your neck is getting longer, and your upper back is stretching. So a very simple pose actually has a lot happening right now. Take 2 more breath cycles right like that. In through your nose. Now if you'd like, you can exhale through your nose. This is called Ujjayi breath. In through the nose and exhale through the nose. Gently come up to tabletop once more, and this time your left leg extends back, lifting it off of the ground. Checking with your belly. Belly pulls up. Back of the heart is lifting, so you're almost like a scared Halloween cat in this posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest again. Inhale, press through the heel, extend back, lengthen the hamstring. Exhale, point your toes, draw your knee into your chest. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, push and extend. Exhale, point and round. Ujjayi breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. It almost sounds like a Darth Vader breath or an oceanic wave. So you want to kind of pretend you have a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of your throat and really try to pull it out with the air. Now remember, layer 1.5, reach your right arm forward. Keep the knee drawing in and inhale, pushing the heel back. Layer 2, your right bicep is by your ear. Belly is strong, upper back is rounded. Exhale, drawing elbow to knee. Nice contraction of the belly muscles, the rectus abdominis. Inhale, reach, kick. Exhale, elbow to knee. Yes, let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, belly comes in, elbow to knee. Last 2, my friends. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, belly pulls in. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, reach, lengthen, and exhale, tabletop. Knees come really wide. Child's pose again. Sit your hips back. Reach your arms forward. Now your child pose might look a little more like this, and that's okay. It's just a sign your hips and low back are tight. Eventually your hips will come to the heels, and the heels will relax down. On this child's pose, we're going to stretch our lungs again. Reach your arms to the left side of your mat. Head is relaxed. Now, as you're reaching to the left, push your right hip towards the right side of the room. Without crossing the hands, try to walk your right arm a little further. So you're really stretching the right rib cage and the right side body. So I'll demonstrate that again. You're reaching the right fingers further, pushing the right hip back, head is relaxed, big side body stretch here. And this is so important, especially if you work at a computer, because the side body muscles are being underdeveloped while you're seated. 2 more breaths. Deep breath in, big breath out. 1 more, my friends. Inhale, exhale. Now, inhale back to center. So you're in your starting child's pose. This time, exhale, hands come to the right. Just push anything out of the way that's necessary. Hands come to the right. Left hip pushes back. Left side body is getting a big opener here. From your pinky finger to your elbow, to your shoulder, to your hip, all the way down to your heel. Everything is stretching. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sink down a little deeper. 3 more breaths, my friends. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Through your nose. Exhale. Ujjayi breath. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center, your traditional child's pose, and then come up to tabletop. Now, however it makes sense, come all the way up to standing. Every single one of you will do this in a slightly different way, and that is A-okay. But we just want to meet standing nice and tall. As you inhale, bring your feet hip width distance apart. What's hip width distance? I'll show you. It's about 2 fists in between your big toes. Most of us think our hips are wider than they actually are. You're not that big, all right? So get out of your critical mind and into your loving mind. 2 fist distance apart, right between the big toes. That's your hip width distance. As you have your hips aligned, I want you to firmly press through the outer legs. So the outer legs are pushing down. That's from your hips to your knees and your knees to your ankle. You can even feel the pinky side of your foot trying to curl under as you do this. Now shift your awareness to the inner arch and the big toe. Push the inner arch down and the big toe down. You've created almost a suction cup with your feet. As the outer thighs and legs push down, the inner thighs and legs are pulling up towards your pubic bone. So you have downward energy on the outside of your legs and upward energy on the inner thighs. This is why yoga is fantastic for toning the legs. You're having all muscles work in all directions. Belly pulls in nice and firm, just like we did in our cat-cow position. Inhale, bring your arms up above your head. This is called Tadasana or Urdhva Hastasana, mountain pose. Spiral your pinkies in towards one another and actively pull your shoulders down out of your ears. Now start to reach your thumbs behind you, opening up the triceps, the armpits, and your chest. Take a deep breath in, your heart lifts up, your ribs push forward, your low back pushes back. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your low back, like you're trying to put a $100 bill in each pocket. Squeeze your elbows towards one another, and exhale, begin to lift your chest up as you push your hips forward. Again, reversing that computer and cell phone curve, lifting your chest, squeezing your elbows towards one another. Inhale, come back to center. Arms reach up, Tadasana, mountain pose. Now place your palms to touch. Bend your knees, hands through heart center. Start to fold forward. If you have chronic lower back pain, you're gonna stay halfway. So lower back pain, stay here. Everyone else, I want you to forward fold all the way down. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your belly and thighs to touch. Head is relaxed. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Yes, I will have my best day ever today. Turn your head no again. No, I will not let negative thinking or the media get the best of me. Nod your head yes. Yes, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Trust in that. Inhale, halfway lift. So we're meeting our friends with lower back pain. Fingers on your shins or knees. You might even need them on your quadriceps. It's whatever allows you to have a flat back. So if you can see yourself in your phone or your computer, use that mirror image to really lengthen your spine. You can have your knees bent as much as you need to achieve this. Pull your shoulders back. Now here's a little yoga secret. Are you ready? Bring more weight into your toes. Hello, hamstrings. There they are. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to put it all together. This is called a Surya Namaskar A or a Sun A, and we're modifying it for injuries and new students. Press through your heels. Start to stack your spine up, rolling your spine. Upward energy on the inner thighs, downward energy on the outer thighs, and arms reach up above your head. Hands to your lower back. Exhale, nice big stretch of the torso and chest coming up. Inhale, come to center, arms engage. Bend your knees. Exhale, slowly start to fold down. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, fingers to knees. Shins, ankles, maybe one day toes. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do that 5 more times. Bend your knees. Inhale, stack your spine. Roll yourself all the way up. Reach your arms above your head. Exhale, hands to the low back or glutes. Press your hips forward, chest lifts. Inhale, come, belly engages, arms reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, bring it all the way down or halfway for low back injuries. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Now keep going. Inhale all the way up, reach for the sky. Exhale, back bend, hands to the low back, chest lifts. Inhale to center, arms engage up, spiral your pinkies in. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips, bend your knees. Inhale, flat back, shoulders back, chest forward, weight is in your toes. Exhale, forward fold, let it release. Last 4 rounds. Inhale all the way up. Hands to your lower back. Exhale, open your chest. Inhale back to center. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. These last 3 rounds are on your own. Part of yoga is breathing into trust. And the number one thing you have to trust is yourself. So go through 3 rounds, breathing in anytime your chest comes up, breathing out anytime your chest is lowering down. Start to create a meditation between your breath and your body movement. Everything is calm and relaxed. One more full cycle. When you're done, forward fold for a moment. Your feet are separate. Grab opposite elbow by your ears. So we'll stay here for about 5 breaths so everyone has a chance to catch up. Now, if you're in this ragdoll position, it feels really good to sway from side to side. Let that swaying motion come from your hips. Keep the weight forward in your toes so the hamstrings get to stretch. If you have chronic neck pain, interlace your fingers to form a basket. Then place that basket right on your neck where the skull and neck connect. Now there's no pulling, you're just letting your elbows drop down towards the floor, taking you deeper. You're creating space on the vertebra in your cervical spine, in your neck. So no pulling, just gentle pressure. 2 more breath cycles, please. 1 more deep breath in. Big breath out. Release your hands down, bend your knees, and slowly rise up again. Step your right foot forward, left leg back. It might start very small, a very short distance. Eventually, you want to have 3 to 5 feet between your heels. Warrior 1. Bend into your front knee as much as your leg allows. Take your hands on your hips. Now draw your right hip back, left hip forward. I'll demo this towards the camera so you can see. Most of us will have an open hip. If that's you, you're like, how the heck am I supposed to get my hip forward? Take your right leg and bring it a little wider. So you're on a balance beam versus a tightrope. Hands are on your hips. Now start to pull your right hip back, left hip forward. When you feel like hip bones are facing forward, see if you can bend a little deeper into your front knee. Now push more weight into your back leg so you'll feel that inner thigh motion squeezing in towards one another. Demoing to the side. There's active legs, left leg pushing back, right leg pushing forward. Hips are aligned, ribs are pulling back and in with every breath, and your arms float up above your head. So this is called Virabhadrasana. There are 3 different warrior poses. This is the first of 3. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, allow yourself to come deeper, but keep pushing through the back heel. I want you to imagine that underneath your heels is a long CVS receipt. I know we've all seen them. So in between the heels is a long CVS receipt. Can you push so much in opposition that you rip the receipt apart? The good news is if you're out, you can use the receipt as toilet paper. Done, right? So keep pushing. Right foot forward, left foot back. The legs so hard. Your arms are up above your head. Your shoulders are going to start to feel it. That's okay. We want sensation. Here's the thing about yoga. It's about mastering your breath, understanding that the sensation is translated by your brain. And the person in charge of translating it is you. So if you are saying, oh my God, this is the hardest thing ever, it hurts so much, that's exactly the experience you will have. If you can change the channel and say, I am getting stronger with every breath I take, you will not feel the negative effects of the pose. You won't feel the discomfort as readily. Keep those arms strong, holding here for 3. Last 2. On 1, you're gonna open your hips, realign your feet. Warrior 2. So now we're in the second one. Virabhadrasana 2. Your hips are open this time. Your right knee pushes back. We're still ripping that CVS receipt apart. But now your feet are on a tightrope. Front heel to back arch alignment. I'll demo towards the camera. So if we were in Warrior One before, where the feet are separate, now we're gonna open up our hips and bend in. Notice how my legs are in one line now. Arms are extended, tailbone gently underneath, and now push your thigh behind you. Lots of inner thigh work happening here. Stay low in your front leg. We're gonna add a little movement to this. Inhale, reverse. Your right arm floats up. Left hand is so gentle, barely touching the back thigh. Reach your right arm behind you. Stay low in your front knee. Exhale, side angle. Your right forearm comes down. Left arm reaches high towards the sky. Now start to rotate your wrists. Bring some lightness into the wrists. Reverse that rotational direction. And then just soften the fingers. Holding here for 3. This is called Parva Konasana, or side angle. Last 2. And 1. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Reverse triangle. So that light left hand reaching with your right hand. And exhale back to center. Mindfully switch your legs. Left foot forward. Right foot comes back. Remember, it can start small. Eventually, we want to open that stance up. Hands on your hips. Left hip back. Right hip forward. Scoop your tailbone underneath. Bend into your front leg. Push through your back heel. I'm going to do that again. Watch your screen. Look at my back leg. If your knee is bent, you need to push through your heel to lift up the inner thigh. Keep spiraling your right foot hip forward. Bend into your knee. Hands on your wrist. Exhale. Pull your belly back. See that engagement of your core as you lift your arms up above your head. You're going to hold it here. Now remember, you're not flipping off the sky. Keep your wrist relaxed. Spiral the wrist. Reverse direction. Nice and gentle. Then when you straighten your arms, the wrists are soft. They're very light. Holding here for 3 more Ujjayi breaths. In through your nose. Out through the nose. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now take a deep breath in and exhale, open up into the Warrior 2 position. Front heel to back arch alignment. So there's lots of room between your legs now, but you're on a tightrope. So imagine an imaginary tightrope that you're standing on. The hips have now opened to the side, front heel to back arch. Arms are extended, bend into your front knee. If you need a reminder, I'll demo forward again. So you were in Warrior 2 with the left leg. Now, open your stance, front heel to back arch. Push your left knee to the left, right hip behind. Oh, you're gonna feel your back inner thigh so much. Arms are extended, now bend deeper into your front leg. So really deep into your front leg. Push your right leg behind you. Arms are extended, but remember, they're very light. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Your mind creates your reality. What do you want your reality to feel like in this moment? Strength or focusing on the lack of strength? I like to focus on what I'm creating. Every time you come into yoga, you are creating a stronger body, a stronger mind, and a stronger connection to your spirit. Inhale, reverse, left arm up then back. Right hand is so gentle, stretching your ribs, reach behind you, and exhale, side angle, Parva Konasana. Left forearm comes down, right arm towards the sky. Push through your right leg, big extension of your right arm. Holding here for 3, You can challenge yourself and bend deeper into your front knee. Last 2. And 1. Inhale, reverse triangle. Left arm up, then back. And exhale, arms extend. Little different this time. Walk your feet in and parallel your feet. I'm gonna adjust the camera so you can get a really good view of this. So what I mean by paralleling your feet is your feet are railroad tracks. They're not pointed in and they're not pointed out. They're nice and steady. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, start to tip your hips forward. Head eventually releases. Low back injuries, you're gonna stay halfway, hands on your quads, maybe even bend your knees for extra support. No low back injury, let everything flow down. Head releases, neck releases. Now you can stay here, or you can grab the outer edges of your calves, ankles, or the outer edges of your feet. If you want more shoulder stretching, interlace your fingers behind you and bring your knuckles off of your tailbone. If you don't quite know what to do, allow your hands to relax. Maybe it's just the fingertips that are down, and just enjoy this forward fold. So not only are you stretching your legs in an incredible way, you're also stretching your spine. Not only are you doing that, but you're in an inversion. Inversions are really great for stress relief. So if you've been having an increase in your stress, it's really important to find stretches that calm your central nervous system down. It's called a CNS, a central nervous system. By putting your head underneath your heart, you kind of challenge your brain to quite literally shift perspective. So by putting your head down underneath your heart, your body has to calm down and take a moment to figure out what's going on. Take 2 more breaths here, in through your nose, out through your nose or your mouth, whichever one feels more appropriate. 1 more, inhale. Now, can you make your exhale just a little bit longer? Very good. Hands come to your hips and inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Walk your feet and exhale, have a seat. Bring back that pillow again. Have a seat on top and legs extend in front of you. Take a second, remove all the flesh from underneath you and be really grateful, because that's what makes it comfortable to sit down. So be really grateful for the cushion in your tush right now. Arms come up, inhale. And as you exhale, begin to round forward. You do not have to grab your feet. Let your hands relax and let your head, just like at the beginning of class, do the work for you. So I'll demo to the side if you need a little point of reference. The legs are out. They might be slightly bent, and that's okay. Pull your belly back, let your head come forward, and then just simply drop your head down. Now for my former dancers and students who have been taking yoga for some time, if you can grab your feet, here's a little upgrade for you. Bring your grip to the pinky toe side of your foot and pull back on the pinky toe. You'll actually get a better stretch on the outer edge of your leg. Why? Well, if you pull from the toe, pull from the big toe, all you're getting is flexion in the heel. When you pull from the pinky toe, you're actually realigning. I'll show you again. You're realigning your foot, which puts the hip more in the socket. It's almost like flexing your bicep. You're bringing everything back into center. Now exhale a little deeper, and we'll hold for 3 breaths here. Two more breaths, please. In through your nose, out through the nose or mouth, whichever one feels more appropriate. One more. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. And then inhale, slowly stack your spine up. We're gonna be on our backs. If you have a strap, a towel, or a blanket, now's the time to grab it. So come all the way onto your back and meet me with this material close by. If you need a moment to go grab one, please know now is your time, my friends. I'm gonna pull you a little closer. Okay. So meeting on our backs with our towels, straps, or blankets. Knees are bent, head is relaxed, okay? Take your right leg up. Now take your strap or your towel as best as you can and loop it with your foot. So if you're really tight, it's gonna be a bigger loop. Once you have it, then send your right leg up. Now if you're really tight in the hamstring, the knee will stay bent the entire time, and that's okay. If you're a little more flexible, the legs will straighten. Again, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is about self-acceptance and love and creating exactly what you're hoping to create. Layer 2, you're going to straighten. Oh, my bolster wants to get out of the way. Straighten your left leg. So now you're getting a dual stretch. The left hip flexor is stretching, the right hamstring is stretching, and your spine is getting a really awesome support here. Now, if you want to make this more intense, start to pull the leg towards you, but be very gentle with your body. Be gentle with yourself. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Take 3 more breaths here. Take both ends of the strap, blanket, or towel into your right hand. Left hand onto your left hip. And it's acting just as a reminder that this hip does not move. If you're in the modified version, same thing. Open your right leg to the right side of the room. You're stretching the inner thigh and opening our hip. Now remember, the left hip stays down. So if it starts to walk up, we've gone too far. Your leg might only open 1 inch. Hold however deep your leg allows for the next 3 breaths. Push your heel away. Curl your toes towards your nose. This gives your hamstring a deep stretch as well. And heel tendon. 1 more. Inhale here. And hold for the exhale. Inhale. Right leg comes high. Now here's the fun part. Switch your grip. Left hand comes onto the blanket, strap, or towel. Right arm out to a capital T. Both legs fall to the left, and your right hip lifts, but your right shoulder stays down. Press through your heels. So you're stretching the IT band again. Really great for sciatica and lower back pain. Holding here for 4 breaths. Time. This is called supine twist with leg extension. So supine, you're on your back, twist, twisting the belly, and leg extension because, well, your leg is extended. 1 more inhale breath here, relaxing the muscles of the face. Exhale, everything softens and deepens. Inhale, bring your right leg back up to the sky, left flat, and now just lay your legs next to one another. So you're gonna observe the difference between your right leg and your left. It's kind of crazy the first few times you do this because your right leg feels 1.5 feet longer and almost 2 inches deeper into the mat. Now, if you can do that with, let's see, 3, 6, 7 breaths, imagine what you can do sustained over a long period of time. So for anyone who says, I can't do yoga because I'm too tight, that's like saying you're starving and you don't want to eat anything. Motion is motion for the body. So let's lubricate the left side and even it out. Right leg is bent, left leg high to the sky. Place the towel strap. You can even use a t-shirt as well. All the way up and send your left leg high. Option to straighten the right leg. 3 breaths here. In and out. 2 more. You can even close your eyes. Take your breath a little deeper. Right here. Keep the toes coming down, your heel pressing up. Both sides of the strapped towel blanket into the left hand. Right hip stays down. Start to open your left leg to the side. Remember, it likely won't be as deep as mine because you have your own body. So focus on yourself rather than falling into the comparison trap. Instead, celebrate the joys within yourself. Breathe into all that you're able to do for these next 3 breaths. On your next inhale, your left leg comes high. Right hand grabs your prop, left arm out to a capital T position, and the left hip lifts, stretching from the lower back. But notice, my left shoulder hasn't moved. So if you're popping your chest up, you've gone too far. Bring it back down. Press to your heel, toes to your nose, chin to the left shoulder. Hold for 4 breaths. On your next inhale, your left leg comes high. Remove your prop, and we're coming into Shavasana. Shavasana is like the best nap of your life. Create a big starfish body, arms and legs come out. Lower back pain. You're going to want to take pillows, a bolster, or a couch cushion and place them underneath your knees. This gentle lifting of the knees allows the low back to come down with less pressure. Now, if you're like me, your mind gets a little squirrely when you're silent and still. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes and just begin to listen to the sound of my voice. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth, so you're starting to soften your jaw. Start to notice your breath, allowing it to come up and gently fall as you exhale. Inhale, your chest and belly rise. Exhale, your chest and belly fall. And you realize in this moment that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. In that awareness is the power to create your life exactly as you want it. With this new breath, this new prana, life force flowing through you, take a moment to think about exactly what you want. You can shrink it down to what you want for today, or you can expand it to what you want for the grander picture of your life. Be as detail specific as possible. Allow yourself to go into this dream, but feel it as if you're already there, as if you already have it. So if your intention is to have $1 million in your bank account, as you rest in Shavasana with your eyes closed, think about your bank already having $1 million in it. How would that feel? What sensations would flow through your body if your dream life is already here? Take a few moments to breathe into that. Within you exists the power to attract exactly what you desire into your life, whether it's health, wealth, community, or beyond. When you choose to tap into that power every day, not only does the transition become easy, you begin to experience the drop-in with less effort, but you also begin to magnify the power, almost like a lightning rod. You begin to really channel your energy and grow it bigger and bigger every day. Start to deepen your breath and take your thumbs and just start to gently kiss each finger with your thumbs, waking up your hands. As you become more aware of your fingers, start to wiggle them. Wiggle your toes, waking up your feet. Start to roll your wrists and ankles. All the pops and cracks come out, little bursts of nitrogen exiting the body. And then inhale, reach your arms above your head like the first stretch, dawning into your full potential, dawning into your greatest power. And exhale, knees into your chest and roll to your favorite side. Pause for a moment on that side. And I want you to set your intention for your day. What are you looking to attract into your life today? Let the corners of your mouth turn up into a smile because you know you've already attracted it just by thinking it. Now, reinforcement. Use your hand, inhale, press yourself up, and exhale, have a seat. Bring your hands to your heart center, close your eyes and let your shoulders relax. Take a deep in through your nose, open mouth out. Deep breath in, big breath out. One more, my friends. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, thumbs up to your third eye center. And exhale, chin gently falls to your chest. Head relaxes. Thank you so much for attending. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good one, everyone. This class will be at 10:30 a.m. every Friday. My next class is restorative yoga and meditation this coming Sunday, 9:30 a.m. You can go onto my website, rasamyoga.com/online-yoga-schedule, or go onto my Instagram or Facebook for a direct link. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.